Stoner Mind.
Hey there, how's it going? Are you good? Brilliant. Today, I'm just going to set up some things. Let's just start off by putting these on the table. Boom. I'm going to be connecting these to some wiring. So I've got a few things planned, and much like you, hopefully, I have always been into sound audio, mainly car audio. Mostly after I bought a car, I was into car audio, but before that I was into audio, sound, speakers. Don't know why I keep doing this with my hands. So yeah, there's a few things I'm going to do. Right now I'm in a house. I'm not in a car, but what I'm going to be doing is using car audio inside my house. This is not something that people would usually do. Not normally anyway. I mean, people usually go for home audio sort of stuff. 8-ohm speakers rather than 4-ohm or 2-ohm or even 1. But I'm going to do things a little different. So what I have here are some hang on. These are alligator clips, crocodile clips. Whichever of those you prefer, those are the clips they are. Personally, I think I prefer crocodiles. So these are crocodile clips. And these right here are some fairly decent banana plugs I found on the internet. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be connecting some wiring to these. There we go. So what I also have, obviously, is some speaker wire. Now, I've got two types of wiring I can use. I can use OFC or I can use CCA. Now, CCA is not something everybody would want to use, but I am going to use CCA. OFC, on the other hand, is what I would recommend you to use if you were going to be wiring up anything more than, say, I don't know, 20 feet. So if you've got a speaker 20 feet from an amplifier, then OFC is probably the best you can get for your house. And it's also the safest. It won't heat up as easily as CCA. It's also not going to corrode, and the corrosion on CCA cable is more or less an insulator. Now, I would probably only recommend you use CCA cable if you're on a budget. I would definitely not recommend using CCA cable to power, say, an amplifier in a car. So what I'm going to do now is connect the wiring to these, and that is good. Well, probably not these actually, but definitely the banana plugs, because they will go into the back of this amplifier that's over. The amplifier that's over there. That one. Okay, so these random banana plugs are going to be connected to this wire, and then the wiring is going to be connected to the back of the amplifier. And that is going to be about it for this video. Only joking, I haven't planned anything in this video, but we'll see where it goes. Okay, so this is going to go onto there like that, and I could do with a screwdriver. And also this wiring right here is being held to the edge of my desk with blue tack. Good old blue tack comes in handy for all sorts. Just don't chew it unless things are really desperate. So I don't know how much of a video this is going to be, but I thought I'd film this because I used to film this sort of stuff. All right, so what I'm doing is I'm just taking off a little bit more insulation. I've done it on this one, so about there should do. And then just give it a bit of a twist. On that goes like that. And then we do the same for this one. Okay, so now this goes on top of there like that, and then tightens. Now what I'm going to do is stretch this out, get the length that I like, and cut it. And then I'm going to make another one the same length as this one. So yeah, I could quite easily have lied and said this was OFC, but then that wouldn't be fair on you. And I'd like to show you the results you can get from using CCA cable. So yeah, I'm talking about in short runs. And if you're going to use anything over 20 feet, if you've got a big living room, or your setup requires a lot of cable, then use pure copper, because that is the best thing you can probably use. The results I get, I want you to know that I'm getting them from CCA cable. I mean, there's not much going on in this video, but I used to post these types of videos all the time, and this is the way that you get to see the smaller things, the behind the scenes sorts of things that would normally not be shown. So from here on out, these are probably going to be hidden, and nobody is going to know anything else about these unless they watch this video. I'm not too sure what picture I'm going to be using for the video's thumbnail, but I'm pretty sure not everybody is going to watch this video. But if you did, then you know what is going on. And right now it's a lot of nothing. And there we go, finally sorted. And right then the blue tack gave way. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this the same length as this one, and then I'll show you what these are going to be connected to. Okay, so this is quite an awkward angle for me to be doing this at, but I'm doing it anyway. So this is going to go into there, like that, and that into there. So it's a lot easier connecting speaker wires when you use banana plugs. Also, the wires that you see me connect to the back of the amplifier are going to be connected to the back of this. And, well, not the back of this, to this. This is the back of the speaker cabinet. I'm only going to be connecting the wires to this one time, so I don't really need any more banana plugs. But the inside of this, I'm going to be connecting to crocodile clips. Right, so now what I'm going to do is connect 8 of these to 26 inches of this. And how am I going to do that, you're wondering? Well, it's quite simple. This is going to be cut into half. So then that means we've got 8 ends and then 8 of these. Okay, so here we have these wires ready to be connected to the crocodile clips. And also this is a soldering iron or soldering iron, depending on where you're from. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tin these and then connect them to this somewhere. Not too sure which side I should connect to this. I'm thinking maybe that inside side. Inside side? I'm thinking about the inside. Okay, so we have these connected now. And here we have all of them. And they are going to connect to this. Just like that. And they'll move around, but they're not going to disconnect. And they're not going to touch. So hopefully the speaker will fit into this with no problems. And these will connect to the speaker. This is going to be a temporary connection because what I'm going to be doing is testing out a bunch of car speakers indoors. And finally, this is the box we are dealing with. So you can probably tell what sort of car audio speaker is going to go into there. And if you're still watching this, then you, like I said earlier, have an interest in speakers. So right now you're probably wondering what sort of quality these speakers are going to be. Well, they're going to be varying in quality, power, etc. You know, the usual speaker technicalities. And these are the simplest form of speakers you can buy. Everything is included, the crossover, the tweeter, the mid-range. So I thought maybe let's start off with something simple, and 6x9s are as simple as you can get. Now in the future I may do something with the box, you know, something like extend it a little bit, put a bit of stuffing inside of it. We'll see how the sound changes, etc. all in due time. Also, I haven't come across anybody else doing this with car audio speakers, not to the extent that I'll be doing them anyway, which is another reason I wanted to do this. There's a few people that do it with home audio speakers, but I wanted to do it with car audio speakers because car audio speakers were the first types of speakers I got my hands on. I just wanted to sort of expand on this whole audio type speaker thing that I'm doing. So yeah, we have a 6x9 box, and this is going to be fun. Hopefully we'll see how these compare. We'll see how bad the audio actually is on 6x9s in particular, because that is what these are going to be. But I will eventually get around to other audio speakers, testing them out in the same way that I'm going to be testing these out. So my frame of reference is going to be these guys right here. So these are Adam A7Xs. Basically just, you know, studio monitors that play relatively flat. I just have them to mix with and, you know, produce music and stuff. I mean, I have other speakers around the house which I could eventually sort of compare them with, but we'll see how this goes. Hopefully this does turn out to be a good idea, and if anybody wants to set up their own, you know, like a home studio, then maybe I will eventually be able to advise you on which route to take, or maybe you can advise yourself based on what I test and how it sounds to you. Okay, so I thought I'd give you a bit of a preview as to what speakers I'll be testing. Don't mind the mess on the wall, but here we have the speakers. So unfortunately they're a little blurry looking, but we've got quite a selection right here, so it should be fun testing these out. And they go all the way back like this. So yeah, maybe I'll unblur one of these. Which one should I unblur? Let's just unblur this one at the top right here. So blurring off, and that is what that one is right there. So yeah, we have a selection of them. Now I will also be unboxing these speakers, much like I unbox the other speakers that I get, the Bluetooth speakers and any other products that I get. So you'll probably, get to know what is inside the box, a little bit more about the speaker before I test it, and then I will test it, and you know how my videos go. Just thought I'd share this with you. I was going to do all this without filming it, and then just surprise you with the speakers and boxes, but some of you may want to know what the setup is like. So yeah, hopefully it should be fun, and we can sort of experiment with these speakers a little more in the future. I will see you in the next one. More giveaways to come, stay tuned.